Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera pada semua student cikgu. So kita berjumpa lagi pada online kelas yang ke-11 hari ini tarikh 7 April 2020. Okey, kita start dengan soalan yang pertama. Okay, for your information, all this question is from question given you yesterday for the DC045. It's the PDT 4 question. Okay, and the question is in C++. Question is in C++. Okay. Okay, but doesn't matter. You can change the question to Java. Okay, so the first question, income tax payable by individual is calculated based on the rates shown in the table 5. So you need to refer to table 5. You need to refer to table 5 and then you can create the program. Okay, this is table 5. Okay, so table 5, the first 5,000, so there are no tax. And then the next 30 from 5,000 to 35,000, so it needs to pay 5%, and then 35 to 70 need to pay 16%, and then 70 to 250 need to pay 24%, greater than 250 need to pay 28%. And also being given the example here to get the income tax. Okay, so also being given to you half of the program, you just need to fill in the box. Okay, fill in the box. So I've changed the question to Java. I've changed the question to Java. Actually, is the concept is same. Concept is same. Okay, so what is the rest you need to fill in? So you need to fill in by using the if multiple if statement. Okay, you need to use the multiple if statement. Okay, so this is the answer. So we use the multiple if else statement according to the table. Okay, so if the income is less than, so there are no tax. Okay, and then else if. Okay, you need to use else if because when it gets one of these true, so it will skips others. Okay, if this one is true, so others will be skipped. Okay, so you need to use multiple if else. You cannot use multiple if. If you use multiple if, you need to add in your condition. Okay, you need to put two condition here. Okay, so the second one, else if income is lesser than 35,000, so this is the formula. And then for income tax is lesser than equal to 70,000, so you need to use the formula here. This is formula to get the range from 35 to 70, and then you need to add the 900 here. Okay, and then this is if else if for annual income less than equal to 2,500,000, so you need to calculate between 70 and until 2,500,000, then you need to add your 5,600. And then the last one, greater than 2,500,000, so use the formula here and you add 47900. All of this value already been given in the table, so you can refer to the table. Okay, that is question 1. Okay, question 2. So question 2, given to you assignment program, or also I changed the program to Java. Okay, I changed it to Java. Okay, so and you need to trace, okay, what is the output according to input given here. So if given you input, trace the output by fill in the dash check table. Also the dash check table being given to you, so you need to fill in. So refer to the question. So in the first input, so the I will start with 4. I will start with 4 and value 3 will be changed to 20. Value 3 changed to 20, and then check the condition by if value 2 is greater than value 2. What is value 2? Value 2 is 21. So 21 is greater than 20? Yes. So if yes, if true, so we read the formula here. So value 1 is equal to value 3, 20 minus value 2. So 20 minus 21, the result will be negative 1. Okay. And then so you can fill the table here. So start with 4, negative 1, and then value 2 is 21 and value 3 is 20. Okay, you can fill the formula. You can fill the table. Okay, next is input 34. So when enter 34, so R will become 3. So this one is 34. So value 2 just now is 21. So 21 is greater than 24. So the result is false. So when false, you will read this part. So value 2 will be changed by value 3, 34 minus value 1 times 2. So value 1 is negative 1 times 2, negative 2. So 34 minus negative 2 is actually 34 plus 2. So when 34 plus 2, the result for value 2 is 36. So you can fill the table here with just now is 4, so now 3, so value 1 is negative 1, still negative 1, value 2 will become 36 and value 3 will become 34. Okay, now go to the third input, 15. So 15, the I now is 2. Okay, so what is the value for value 2? Value 2 just now is 36. 36 is greater than 15. Yes, true. So when it's true, value 1 will be changed to value 3. Value 3 is 15 minus value 2. Value 2 is 30. Value 2 just now is 36. Okay, so 15 minus 36, you will get negative 21. Okay, you will get the result negative 21. So you can fill the table here. So 2, negative 21. This one is 36 and this one is 15. Okay, and the last one is 65. Okay, 65. So 65 will change to value 3. Value 3 becomes 65. The I now is 1. And then value 2 is 36 is greater than 65. So it's false. So you read here. So you change value 2. So 65 minus value 1. Value 1 is negative 21 just now. And then times 2. So you get negative 42. So 65 minus negative 42 will get 107. So we'll change the value 2 to 107. So we'll get the last line as 1, negative 21, 107 and 65. And then the I will be update becomes 0. And we can see the loop will stop because I must be greater than 0. When R is equal to 0, so it will stop the loop and this will be your answer and it will be your result. Okay, that's it for question 2. Okay, now question 3. Complete the C++ change to Java, the Java program segment to read n integers and display the sum of positive numbers that can be divided by 5. Write your code in the provided spaces and then give you half of the codes and give you the spaces. So there are boxed there in the spaces. So number 1, you need to use repetition, and repetition, the maximum of your repetition is according to the n input from user. Okay, you need to get the n from user and then create your repetition and then check the values entered by user whether the values is divisible by 5 or not. If the values is divisible by 5, so you can accumulate your values. Okay, so you can see the answers here. So I change it to Java, Okay, I assign the value equal to 0 because in Java is a very secure program. You need to assign to 0. Why? Because if you didn't assign to 0, then you want to get the value somewhere else. So you cannot have the value. Okay, you cannot have the value because you didn't have the equal to 0. Okay, it's much more secure if you put equal to 0. Okay, and then the n is equal to sc.next. Okay, and then for the 4 parts here, so you for in the box here you need to create your 4. So int x equal to 1 and then x must be less than equal to n and then x equal to x plus 1. Okay, and then get the value from user. Okay, get the value from user, check the value whether it's divisible by 5 or not. by if valued modulus 5 equal to 0. If divisible by 5, so accumulates the sum of value. And then after you reach the end, after you reach the number of loops, then you can print the sum here. Okay, that's all for question 3. Question 4. So question 4 is just question about header. So I changed the header from IOStream, change to import Java utility scanner, and change to from CMath to math. So this is the answer. Import Java utility scanner is for input by scanner. So you need to have this because if you want to use scanner as input, you need to import it first. And then for math is using method like math.sqrt and math.pow. Okay, that's for question number 4. And the last question, okay, you can see the question, the fuzzy coefficient A is calculated based on the following formula. Okay, if you see something that you are not familiar with, okay, please don't be panic. Okay, this is a computer science question. It must be asking you about computer science. Okay, don't be panic. Okay, just read carefully and try to understand. Okay, so given to you here, the formula here, meaning that A will use either this formula or this formula, either these two formula, meaning that you need to use your if statement here. Okay, what is the condition? This is the condition. For x is less than 4, so use the formula x power of 2 minus 1. And then for x is greater than equal to 4, use the formula 5 minus x power of 2. Okay, actually it's a simple question. It's a simple question actually. Okay, but the question being asking in the looks like a difficult type of question. Okay, but actually it's a simple question. Okay, so uh, also given to you the parts of coding. Okay, so you just need to fill in the box. Okay, fill in the box with your codes. Okay, so the first one is to declare. Okay, so just look at my answer. Okay, so I call the import java.lang.math because I want to use the math.pow. So I need the instruction here. Okay, then I can use this. And then import java it is scanner. Okay, actually didn't have to call, tak panggil ni pun tak apa sebab kita tak ada input kat sini ya. Okay, and then class DC045, just create the class name. And then I change the public static void main to Java. And then the second box, the answer will be x equal to 1, x less than equal to 6, x equal to x plus 1. This is the for statement. Okay, where start 1 until 6. Okay, because stated in the question, inclusive between 1 and 6. Inclusive meaning that include 1 and 6. Okay, so include 1 and 6. And then below the for statement, okay, the third box, so we need to put the selection where if x is less than 4, use the formula here. A equal to math.pow x comma 2.0. Just put 2.0 because I want the result will be in double. And then minus 1. And then else A 5 minus math.pow x comma 2.0. Use the second formula. And then the last one we just print out the as stated. Okay, I changed the print out in Java also. Okay, so that is answer for question number 5. And that is all for today. Okay, I hope you can understand. Please repeat viewing my videos and subscribe my videos. Okay, that's all for today. We meet until we meet again tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, and very good day to everyone. Thank you very much.